You think you have all the time in the world. You're busy, I know. You're climbing a ladder or building a business or just trying to get through the week. You tell yourself, one day I'll slow down. One day I'll do the things that matter. I am 92 years old. I've buried almost everyone I've ever loved, and I am here to tell you, one day is a lie you tell yourself to make the present bearable. A palliative care nurse wrote a book some years ago. She sat with people in their final weeks, and she listened, and she heard the same regrets over and over again. They aren't surprising, but hearing them, really hearing them, might just save you from whispering them yourself. I've seen these regrets in my own life, in the lives of my friends, in the life of my husband, Anthony, and I want to talk to you about them. Consider this a warning from someone who's reached the end of the road. The first regret is the most common. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. When I was a guidance counselor, I saw it begin. Bright young people with a passion for art or music or building things with their hands. And then a parent would come in and say, "That's a hobby. You need a real career." And so the dream would get buried. It gets buried under a sensible major in college and a safe job and a mortgage. You tell yourself it's responsible. You tell yourself you're happy. But are you? Do you feel it in your bones, that thing you were meant to do? Or do you spend your days in a job you tolerate to earn the respect of people you don't particularly like? That isn't a life. It's a performance. And the tragedy is, by the time you realize the audience has gone home, the play is over. Don't let your own dreams die while you're still alive. Don't wake up at 80 haunted by the ghost of the person you were supposed to become. That leads to the second regret. I wish I hadn't worked so hard. This one I saw in my Anthony. He was a plumber for 40 years. A good man, a provider. He worked 60-hour weeks because he believed that was his job as a husband and a father. He thought he was showing his love by paying the bills. And he did. We were secure. But we paid a price. He was a ghost at the dinner table, his mind still on a leaky pipe or an unpaid invoice. He missed school plays for late jobs and anniversaries for emergencies. He was there, but he wasn't present. And you think your family doesn't notice, but they do. Your children learn to play quietly because dad is tired. Your wife learns to live her life around you, not with you. You are trading their childhood for a promotion. You are trading your partner's companionship for a bigger paycheck. In the end, when you're in your final weeks, all that remains is love. It's all that matters. And you will realize you made the worst deal of your life, trading the gold of their presence for the paper in your wallet. The third regret is one I know in my own body. I wish I had taken better care of my health. When I was in my 60s, I could walk for miles. I didn't think about it. I took my strength for granted. I ate what was convenient. I put off doctor's appointments. I told myself I was too busy to exercise. Then I had a stroke. It was a Tuesday. And in a single moment, half of my body stopped obeying my mind. My independence was gone. You're in your 40s or 50s, and you think you're invincible. You ignore the ache in your back. You run on coffee and 4 hours of sleep and call it hustle. You are not hustling. You are dismantling the only body you will ever have, piece by piece. The strength you lose after 60 is almost impossible to get back. The damage you do now, you will pay for later. It is a debt that always comes due, and it will be a slow, agonizing payment. Your health isn't just the absence of sickness. It's freedom. A freedom you will never truly appreciate until you no longer have it. The fourth regret is about what we leave unsaid. I wish I'd had the courage to express my feelings. My brother Frank and I didn't speak for 8 years. It was a stupid fight about our mother's care, about money, about pride. I was 67, and I was so sure I was right. I waited for him to call, to be the one to apologize. He had a heart attack when he was 79. He died while we were still not speaking. And for what? For being right? Now I will never hear his voice again. I will never get to tell him I was sorry. That chance is gone forever. You swallow your feelings to keep the peace. You don't tell your wife you love her because you said it last month. You don't tell your children you're proud of them because you assume they know. You bite your tongue with a toxic boss or a difficult relative because you don't want to make a scene. Those unsaid words don't just disappear. They curdle inside you. They turn into resentment and anxiety and a bitterness that settles deep in your bones. Speaking your truth might be uncomfortable for a moment, but suppressing it poisons your entire life. Pick up the phone. Say the words. Because people die and they don't wait for you to be ready. And the last one, the fifth regret. It's the cruelest one, I think, because it's entirely a choice. I wish I had let myself be happier. You think happiness is a destination. You think, I'll be happy when I get the promotion, or when the kids are grown, or when I retire. That is a lie. Happiness isn't a reward for reaching a goal. It's a choice you make on the way. For years, Anthony and I worried. We worried about the mortgage, about the stock market, about what the neighbors thought. We were so afraid of everything going wrong that we forgot to enjoy what was going right. I wish we had taken more trips. I wish we had danced more in the kitchen. I wish I hadn't assumed we had unlimited healthy years ahead of us, because you don't. Nobody does. The window for adventure closes faster than you think. You won't lie on your deathbed wishing you'd answered more emails. You will wish you had watched more sunsets. You will wish you had laughed more. You are sacrificing your joy today for a future that is not guaranteed. Don't let these be the stories you tell at the end of your life. It all goes so fast, faster than you can imagine. You can choose differently, starting right now. Leave work on time. Go home and hug your family. Really hug them. Forgive the grudge. Say, I love you. Let yourself feel a moment of joy without worrying about tomorrow. That's how it starts. You still have time, but not as much as you think. Pay attention. Please pay attention before it's too late.